What up guys, Scoob here for more flow, less friction. My commitment to make a video a day for 30 days to help myself and you get more flow and less friction in our lives. This is one of the biggest posts I put out, right? I put this out on everywhere on all my platforms. Cess requires replacement. And it got massive numbers and hits and replies. So I want to break it down today, go deeper into it, right? And look at this. This struck a chord with a lot of people, and it's true. Everything in this, if you're looking to find more flow and less friction in your life, bring the friction down, the flow up. If you're off balance and the friction is higher right now than the flow, I promise you, if you start to implement these success requirements, your life will change. I'm living proof of that. And actually, the number one, alcohol. If you replace alcohol with water, I mean, this is a real hard one to do in our society right now, isn't it? I mean, we're bombarded with this thing, with this alcohol thing 24/7. It's built into us. It's built into us to believe that everything we do requires it. Everything. So anyhow, if you replace alcohol with water, you're going to find more flow in your life. There's just no doubt about it. Water is flow itself, right? Alcohol's a friction. Water's a flow. If you get water, your body's made of 90% water. This is the hard thing to do. Here's what's crazy. The fundamentals are hard to do, right? Like when you played football, I'm thinking of a lot of male sports, playing football, baseball, basketball. If you're a female, cheerleading, even playing them sports, basketball, baseball, all that stuff. Anything you do right now, what you would do is go learn the fundamentals, and the fundamentals are boring. So when you're looking for flow, water, learning, action, responsibility, they can be boring. What can be fun here and can be more take over your life and act like it's more giving you more at first is like alcohol failing, because you have an excuse then. It's easy when you fail because now you have an excuse. Overthinking. Oh, well, you can blame it on your overthinking, right? You can't blame it on your action, because once you take action, it gives you what you need. It tells you whether you're right or wrong, and so it gives you truth. Action gives you truth. Overthinking gives you an excuse, right? You have an excuse now to say, oh well, this happened or that happened. Action says, if someone's come up to you and say, hey, why has this happened or this happened, and you took the action, you can literally give them truth, right? Blame the responsibility. It's easy to blame. It's so easy to blame. I mean, think about this. I still get caught up in this stuff like crazy, right? It's easier to blame someone else instead of take responsibility for yourself. It ultimately comes from you and you alone. You want to get more flow in your life? This is one of the biggest ones right here. You could take these other ones. I'm telling you right now, if you go here to number 4, you take responsibility for your life. Responsibility means your ability to respond. Do you have an ability to respond to anything? You actually do, right? Your ability to respond is infinite. It really is, because you could hear something happening, like the war in Russia right now. This is just popping ahead. Do you have an ability to respond to that? Do you have the ability to respond to that? Yes, you do. And there's things that you can't control, but your response to that can be negative or positive, and you can't slide into the blame. Now, things in your immediate area so if you see somebody fall down in front of you, you're walking down the street and they just pass out maybe, or someone's robbing a store. Do you have the ability to respond? Yes, you do. You have the ability to respond. Now, it's your choice whether you do or not. But if you realize that you have the ability to respond to anything and make a wise decision on making that response, then you're now responding to something instead of reacting. If you just react to it, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. Then you'll start to blame. You'll play the blame game. Don't blame anybody but yourself. If you're gonna blame, you can blame yourself. And then let that blame grow you into a stronger person. It's your responsibility to respond. It's your responsibility to respond to anything in your life that you need to change and fix. Everything stems from you, outward, in to out. If you're blaming anything in your life, that starts with you. Reverse that. It's crucial. Toxic friends with mentors, right? Here's you want friction in your life. Toxic friends. I mean, toxic friends will just start blinging. They say you're the sum of the 5 to 10 people you hang around with. Look at the 5 to 10 people you're hanging around with, and tell me you're not. Tell me you're not emulating and acting out the way how you see that group. If you think about them right now, are they more negative? Are they more go out partying that's holding you back? If they're doing all this, they're toxic friends, and I guarantee you're doing that with them, right? The beauty you're doing that a piece at least of that with them, and then guess what you're doing? You're blaming. And then you're overthinking. Then you're failing. Then you're drinking more alcohol. See, these all things these become a vicious circle here, which feed each other. They all feed each other. You want mentors. But the beautiful thing about mentors is it's so easy to hear negativity, but when you hear positivity, your brain kind of shuts down because you're so used to the negative. But the beautiful thing about mentors is you can find mentors anywhere. I'm kind of being a mentor right now, making these videos. And when you watch them, you can reach out. The beautiful thing about the internet nowadays is, in the old days, you had to go reach out to people, right? And you had to actually step up to them, call them, or go to their house. We don't have to do that no more. You can literally go to YouTube right now and find thousands of mentors, millions of mentors, right? Just through video. You don't even have to know them or talk to them. You can just listen to their videos. YouTube's a big one. Go to YouTube, find positive videos, and that's your mentors, right? Complaining with gratitude. Another big one here. Falls back into this blame. Complaining. It's so much easier to complain. But I'm telling you what, if you practice gratitude and you're thankful for what you have in your life right now, and here's a huge one, get this one right. Thankful for the good things coming. Thankful for the abundance coming. Thankful for the joy coming. Thankful for the happiness that lives in you now, that you're learning how to well up in your life and bring out. When you're thankful for that, you can't have none of this other stuff. You won't drink. You won't fail. You won't overthink. You won't blame. While you're in gratitude, it kills. It literally slays the rest of these. It slays them, right? But while in complaining, you will go back to your toxic friends to call them up. You will go back to your blame. You will go to overthinking. You will big time go to overthinking. That just brings on failing. And then you're like, you know what? It's a vicious circle. I might as well go get some painkillers. I might as well go get some alcohol. I might as well go get some meth. I might as well go whatever it is. Whatever it is that's not, I might as well go get some coke. I might as well, you know what I mean? So here we go in this vicious circle. Start practicing gratitude. It will change your life. Gratitude is when I started my whole journey of, replacing water with alcohol, learning with failing, action with overthinking, my responsibility with blame, mentors with toxic friends. It all started right here. This one, that could actually be number 1. These aren't no order, but if I was to put a number 1 here, it would be gratitude with complaining. Replace that. And in gratitude, it's one of them things that's in you, but you have to consciously be aware of it and practice it every day, and it'll slip away from you if you don't. And you just are thankful for everything as the day goes on. It will literally change your life. It'll take all these ones and erase them, guaranteed. And so what happens is it goes to next. So what do? We start complaining. We fell down on ourselves. We're like, screw this, fuck this, and we lay down in bed and we do nothing. Well, what do we do when we lay down in bed? When we're in this cycle over here to the left, we do not turn on YouTube to find mentors. We do not, I don't know why I keep mispronouncing that, but we do not go on any positive actions, responsibility. We do not practice gratitude. We turn on Netflix and we find Peaky Blinders, which is awesome, which is a freaking totally awesome show, and I love it, and I've definitely binged on it. Or we find what we love and we go into what numbs our brains, right? To makes us not aware anymore. When we're aware of what we're doing in this left field, going left and right, when we're aware of that, we know the truth comes to us, right? And the truth starts saying, hey, you better take action. You better start learning something new here on Netflix. You better go to YouTube and learn. You want to start that business? You want to lose weight? You did want to quit drinking alcohol. You wanted to spend more time with your family. You wanted to learn how to cook. you better start taking action. It's your responsibility to do it. It only starts with you. You know what? I'm just going to go to Netflix marathons and let this, because I don't want to face that truth. And that's easier, right? So, and it says with sleep, which kind of don't make sense to what I'm saying, but that is just to get to sleep earlier. So you could, yeah, go to sleep right then. You'd be better off to do that, to refresh yourself and get up and start over, refresh. So sleep is what is, we actually die, right? Sleep is really kind of death for a while. It leaves, you leave consciousness, you leave this world, and you refresh, you rebuild. You can wake up then now. Why do you always feel, well, some people say, when I say this, will be like, no way, bullshit. You feel, because they're not a morning person. But why are you not a morning person? Is it because you're in this left field over here, overthinking, burning your mind out, failing, blaming, hanging out with toxic friends, complaining, right? Maybe if you try some sleep with water, learning, action, responsibility, and mentors, you might find yourself getting better sleep and waking up in the morning raring to go. I'm not saying everybody's going to be a morning person, but when you sleep, you recharge, right? And you need to recharge to sometimes, because you're spun out of control, to get reset on all this right action plans, right? So, all right, man. So, and I said, man. I always say, man. I call everyone man. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, man? Anyhow, flake influencers with inspiring creators. And this just falls into this Netflix and sleep kind of thing where, or this YouTube overthinking with action, where you can do, with where you can find mentors and toxic friends. That's what I really meant there. These two kind of go hand in hand, because when you're with your toxic friends, you're with fake influencers. They're not influencing you in any way to be positive. They're actually fake. This is why you see so many damn Facebook posts. I mean, they drive me nuts. I'm sick of the fakeness. You see this fake? I don't deal with fakeness. All my friends are being fake. Because you're with fake influencers. They're influencers. Everyone's an influencer. You're an influencer in your life right now. You're influencing your kids, your own self, through your awareness, through all this stuff, action, water, learning, responsibility, to change your life, right? So you want to be a positive influencer to you and yourself, and to your family, and to your friends, and what you're doing in your life, right? And to do that, you need to replace with more, to get more flow, inspiring. Make yourself an inspire. When you create, you're in gratitude, you are learning, you're in action, you're in responsibility when you're a creator. And we're all creators. We all have something in us that we want to create. That's that human nature to grow and expand. So please, start creating yourself. Be yourself, being an inspiring creator, and surround yourself with inspiring creators. Again, this can be YouTube. This can be anywhere on Facebook. This could be me, maybe, right? Let's just be honest. If you're watching this video, that's what I'm doing. My goal is to inspire you to find more flow and less friction in your life. This whole left friction wall here of alcohol, failing, overthinking, blame is bad. It's a cycle of badness. Of badness, is that a word? Of bad shit. Get in this inspiring creator mindset for yourself, and surround yourself with that. And the last one is, we all know this one. You got this whole lane here on the left. Alcohol is gonna put you right into I can't. This is the story you tell yourself. You talk to yourself constantly throughout the day, and you can change the story right now. This is how you change your life. This is how people say to me, how do you say you can change right now in this instant? No, how do you do that? You can't do that. I got all this alcohol I'm drinking, this failing I'm doing, this overthinking. Yeah, I'm blaming everybody. I got all these damn toxic friends. I'm complaining right now to you. I'm going to go watch Netflix. I'm going to, in YouTube, and find my fake influencers, hang out with my fake friends. Well, that's the story of I can't. That's the story of I can't. You want to change the story of I can't to I can, you better get a little boring. Right? It's going to get a little boring. It's not going to be your story's not going to be as easy when you got toxic friends. You overthink, you're failing, you blame. But you change your story to I can do this. I can change. I can replace alcohol with water. I can start to learn instead of fail. I'm going to start to learn something new every day. I have the opportunity right now in my life to learn something new every day. This is the golden opportunity of that. You can literally click off this video right now and learn something right now. What's in your mind? What do you want to learn? You can go learn that. There's something out there on YouTube, on the internet, you can learn that. That is an action. So you took an action. That action is going to give you a result. That result's going to give you what we call a belief, right? A story. Back to the story. And to that story is, if the result's bad and you start to find yourself complaining, blaming, overthinking, not getting the belief being a little bit off, go back and start over with your potential. You always have the potential to do anything you want in your life. Take a new action, get a new result, get a new belief, right? That's I can. That's I can. I can do this. I got this. I am strong. I am more powerful than I'm so powerful. I'm a powerful human being. I'm bigger than what my mind tells me I am. My body, sometimes I gotta let my mind go. It's medieval. It's looking to just find safety. It's looking to protect me. Not a bad thing, but that's all right. But right now we're in one of the most, honestly, living here and where we live in the United States, it might sound to you like it's kind of crazy, with the news and the world that's going on out there. But right now, where we're living, if you're watching this in the United States, we're one of the most comfortable human beings on the planet. Guaranteed. Actually, it's kind of sickening how comfortable we are, right? But you can. It's out there for you, and it's out there for you right now. So change your story with I can, and watch the flow overwhelming you. Watch the friction go away. And you can see how in this left column, they all feed one another. Let's move out of this left column, which is all friction. If I could write on this, I'd put friction above. Alcohol turns into failing, turns into overthinking, turns into blame. You start blaming yourself and others. Anyone you can blame. This one's huge. If you find yourself doing that, you need to stop right now and take responsibility. This one's big. If you take responsibility and gratitude for yourself, amazing things will happen in your life. Start removing the toxic friends. Too bad if their hurt feelings are hurt. Quit complaining. Get some sleep to refresh. Knock out your fake influencers. Be an inspiring creator yourself, and find inspiring creators online and people to hang out with. Replace your story with I can't to I can, and you'll start getting into more drinking water, better things for you. Mud water. Check out mud water. I love that. You'll now learn more, which will grow. Learning is growth. This will take action. You'll take more action upon more action of learning and growth. This will allow you to have responsibility for your life. You're going to see it now. You're like, wow, I'm taking responsibility. I'm taking action. I'm growing. See how these all feed each other? I'm taking responsibility for my actions, and I'm learning and I'm growing. I picked up some great mentors along the way. Now you're attracting the right people into your life, not toxic friends. You'll be amazed at the people that come into your life that are like, hey, I want to help you do this, I want to do this. Then you got to be thankful for all that. Oh my gosh, such a big one fucking here. If you're grateful for that, all that, it doubles back all the success on this right and gets bigger and expands. What you flow on expands. What you focus on expands. Get some sleep to refresh your mind. If you start find yourself over in this left column, inspire yourself and others, and hang out with inspiring creators, and you can. Right now, you can do whatever you want. You're an awesome human being with big peace and big love. I hope you got some, may the flow be with you, and I hope you got some massive flow out of that. I hope I gave you a good flow job. Out. Scoob.